It is Y105, number one for all the hits. I'm Steve Pulaski. Our next guest is a Waterloo native, Iowa State graduate, played several years in the NFL and the NFL Europe, mostly also for the Houston Texans. Now he's got a new book called Focus, the Prepared to Win Mindset via Fidelis Books, where he talks about the techniques he used to get him to the NFL, on Oprah, and beyond. He's JJ Moses. JJ, how are we doing today?
I'm doing great. Great to hear from you, Steve.
Likewise, JJ. People might remember you as one of the shortest NFL players at the time at only 5'6". They might remember some of your speed and some of your highlights too, but what should they know about JJ Moses now?
Well, it was great to have the opportunity to play in the NFL, as you mentioned, starting off with Kansas City, Green Bay, playing for Houston, and finishing up with the Arizona Cardinals. But one great trait that I've continue to try to live by was remaining focused. Focus has been my motto growing up from Iowa, and it's really, Steve, allowed me to overcome the odds of making it into the NFL, and even as I've transitioned out of the NFL to land a dream job and to deal with life's most difficult setbacks. And so focus, the prepare to win mindset, was my key that allowed me to step into some amazing opportunities.
The book Focus, would you classify it more as an autobiography? Would you say it's more self-help, self-motivation, or kind of a mix of the three, like a hybrid?
Yes, my book really is a step-by-step program that allows individuals just to leverage success while they're trying to achieve their goals and dreams in every area of their life. And so when I was working in the front office side for an NFL team, I brought the Focus, Prepare to Win mindset to the team. Within the first few years, Steve, it was rated the #1 business and personal development book or program throughout the whole National Football League. And so I saw the importance of not just helping individuals to be successful, whether they're on the football field, they're on the baseball field, but also in life as well. And so this book is really applicable not just to an athlete, but it's for a person, an entrepreneur, a person that's a teacher, you're in sales, you're trying to build a winning culture, you're a stay-home parent, whatever facet or whatever area you're in. This book is designed to help individuals to be successful.
You've obviously not only put this Prepared to Win mindset in effect in your own life, JJ, and been incredibly successful at it, but obviously applying it to your front office career as well. You've seen it work in practice as well. What do you think is sort of the secret sauce to this Prepared to Win mindset, I guess from your perspective, where you sit in implementing it?
I think there's so many different steps within this book, and one of the highlights that I really seen the impact is when I talk to individuals about the power and the importance of writing your goals down. And I know that sounds so cliche because we all know, writing goals and how important it is, but I've done studying and research how important it is. The Harvard Business School, they conducted a goal writing study years back, and they mentioned that 3% of their students wrote goals down, and they put them in a place where they can see them on their iPhone or even on their wall. And then there was 13% of their students who had a goal but just didn't write them down. And then the 84% didn't have a goal at all. 10 years later, they discovered that the 13% who had a goal but just didn't write them down, they earned 2 times as much as the 84%. But Steve, check this out, and this is the amazing part. The 3% who took time to write their goals, whether it's on their cell phone or put them on the wall, they earned more than 10 times more as the entire group. So overall, I have learned the importance of writing your goals down. Statistics say 80% of individuals do not write goals down, and sometimes we wonder why we don't hit our numbers in sales, or we're not maybe going higher in our career, or we're not in a situation emotionally where we feel that we're ready to step up to the next level. I want to encourage people to write your goals down. I think that's a first step in having a prepared, focused type mindset.
He's J.J. Moses, again, former NFL player, and his new book, Focus, the Prepared to Win Mindset, now available wherever books are sold. A few more questions with you, J.J., too. Would love to know, too, just because obviously we're in Dubuque here, we're so close to your stomping grounds, your neck of the woods. What kind of effect did Waterloo and then Iowa State have on your upbringing, sort of your formative years?
Yes, growing up in Iowa, it was just really a great opportunity. You know, I was talking to you earlier about it, but I remember coming to Dubuque Senior, Dubuque Wyler, and even Dubuque Hempstead to play against a lot of those athletes in that area. And so as I was able to have an opportunity to play at Iowa State, it's something about being from the Midwest where you learn a lot of values in terms of hard work, discipline, being grounded in every facet of your life. And I think one big trait was really being holistically aligned, mentally, physically, and spiritually is where I began my roots in terms of developing as a person. And my parents, you know, they were from there. My dad played football at Iowa State as well. So it was something where I was brought up and raised in that neck of the woods, which really helped shape the person I am today.
I can definitely see the Midwest values coming through, just oozing from you, JJ. I'll ask you, too, as well. For the Cyclones, you led the team in receiving yards your senior year. You were named team MVP. You were very accomplished in your collegiate career. How hard was it to overcome scouts saying you were maybe too small for the NFL, like the mental hurdle of that? And how did you not let it, you know, sort of cripple your desire to wind up playing in the league?
Yes, you know, we all have those naysayers, right? Whether if it's a person says you can't achieve your goals or you're stacked up, odds might be against you, you're dealing with a disappointment, and you're just like, man, how do I make it in life? And growing up, I always had that stigma where they think you're too small to play. I'm only 5'6", and as I mentioned, 99.9% of all athletes will not make it. But I've always learned and believed in my heart that an opportunity was going to be presented in terms of maybe hopefully going to the NFL one day. So after my senior season was over with, I was playing wide receiver. My quarterback at the time was getting many tryouts from all these NFL teams, in particular the Kansas City Chiefs. And so he had called me on a Wednesday morning and said, JJ, can you come catch some football for me on Saturday because the Chiefs will be here to work me out? And remind you, all the coaches and NFL agents and scouts thought that I was too small to play at the next level. So I said, absolutely, I'll come up there and catch some footballs for you. So Saturday morning rolls around, and my quarterback's doing a phenomenal job. He's throwing the ball with accuracy. And I'm trying my best, you know, to catch every ball. But as the workouts continue to go on, the coach from the Kansas City Chiefs, he pulled out a yellow notebook pad, and he started saying these words to me during the workout. Good job, Moses. That's the way to catch the football. So I'm thinking to myself, oh, my goodness, you know, that's the head coach. He just said my name. So the workout's finished, you know, and I go to my chair, and I take off my gloves and cleats, and the coach walks up to me, reaches out, shakes my hand, and he says these words to me. Moses, today you have just made it into the NFL. I went into that workout just to serve a friend, but I was amazed that I walked out with an NFL contract. So one lesson that I've learned through that is be prepared for your opportunities, because you never know in life when an opportunity will be presented to you. But I went in just to serve a friend and walked out with an amazing, amazing opportunity in which I'm still benefited from to this day.
Phenomenal story there, JJ. One more question for you, kind of ties into what you just talked about, too. Can you think of an NFL coach who had maybe the most impact on you as a player and a person, somebody you spent time with either in the NFL or NFL Europe?
He also wrote a testimonial over my book, and Dick now is a part of the NFL Hall of Fame as a coach, in which he won a Super Bowl with the Rams and then went on to have an amazing coaching career with the Kansas City Chiefs. One valuable life lesson that I learned through Coach Dick Vermeil was the fact that how he was so positive and energetic. He inspired so many individuals, and he brought out the greatness in individuals, and it's no surprise that greatness continued to follow him. And so when I say he brought out the greatness in his players and in his staff, He would connect with whether you were a janitor in the building or if you were the president of the team. He treated everyone the same. Whether if you were a free agent, a guy that was only 5'6", or you were a first rounder. And so he taught me a lot about the importance of just being able to interact with people positively and being able just to, have a positive work culture, which also created just an amazing win in his life and even in his personal life as well.
He is J.J. Moses, Waterloo native, Iowa State graduate, and now published author with a new book, Focus, the Prepared to Win Mindset, out now wherever books are sold. I'm going to give you the final word, J.J., to plug your social media, the book itself, anything you'd like to talk about in the final minute or so. The floor is yours, brother.
Absolutely. Well, I'm so excited to connect with all of you today in the Dubuque, Iowa area. Again, my new book, Focus, the Prepared to Win Mindset. It will impact you. It will inspire you to grow. And it's all about approaching your life, your career, and even your relationships with an intentional faith, focus, positivity, and resiliency. I believe this type of mindset allows individuals to leverage success while you're trying to achieve your goals and dreams area of your life. And so this book is about having healthy relationships, being able to communicate effectively, how to create those opportunities, how to deal with setbacks or challenges that you may have. And so you want to know more about the book or even to purchase it, you can find it at Barnes & Noble, Amazon, or wherever books are sold. And I can also be found on social media, and my Instagram is JJMoses32. Thank you again, and I look forward to hopefully connecting with all of you soon.
JJ, you're super inspiring. Thank you so much for your time, man. I wish you nothing but great success with this book.
Thank you so much, and go Dubuque.